Look, I think in '08, it was a very scary time. I would say to you during that time period, you were extremely worried about what was going to happen. And I think for us, the thing that kept us going is we had a very strong belief that the system would be there. And if the system was there, then what we were buying would ultimately work out. And I think part of that was convincing others that we were correct. You know, in retrospect today, we were. But I can tell you in January, February, and March, people were very, very worried about what was going on and what was going to happen. And I think the challenge we had was convincing them that we believed things would ultimately work out. Look, I think what Madoff showed for a lot of people is that transparency ends up being the key, right? And it's everybody invested with Madoff because they heard someone else from somebody else he was really good. And then when you ask fundamental questions, he would say, well, I'm not going to answer that. And if that doesn't work, don't invest. And greed then took over, right? I mean, the reason people kept investing is they didn't want to not be part of that club. I think ultimately, with any manager, what you want is you want full transparency. You want to be able to see what they're doing. You want to be able to see what they're buying. And I think by doing that, you end up having a very higher level of conviction. And the more information you have, the easier it becomes. So I think for us, we're big believers in transparency and letting people know what we're doing. And we've sort of found that works extremely well. We think we have an extremely talented group of individuals who work for us. Ultimately, at the end of the day, our job is to analyze a company and make a decision whether to buy or whether to sell. I think the team that we have is unique and is very, very good at that. So, but you either are or you're not. It's a very difficult question because the only way to really explain it is we're either right at making those decisions or we're wrong. And sort of the competition is looking at those same companies and we'll make a decision whether to buy or sell. The great thing about our business is that at the end of the year, it's very easy to see if you were right or wrong, right? Either you've made money or you've lost money. So I think for us, we think we have a unique group of individuals who are extremely talented at analyzing and understanding companies. And because of that skill set, I think it sets us apart.